If you've ever tried to do a gun review or any kind of gear review, tabletop, whatever you want to call it, if you've ever tried to do that and not at the same time physically die from the flu and the symptoms of the flu, go ahead and give me a subscribe, give me a like, give me a comment, put it down here for you, and support your boy right here. But no, seriously, this video is going to be awesome. It's a really cool gear review for you guys that maybe do long-range shooting, PRS, self-defense shooting, training, anything with a scoped carbine, long gun, whatever you want to do, and you can literally ditch these piece of crap flip-up scope caps right here. You can just take these and one at a time, see you later forever, because my boy Matthew, a.k.a. Hammy3DPrints, absolutely hooked up the channel. I'm going to show you just how easy it is to install these, because I went and did a quick Google search, YouTube search. I tried to find some stuff. He's known, I'm sure you guys will watch this video. He makes all kind of stuff. And while we're diving into that, let's go ahead and show you just how easy it is to find him online. As you guys can see, I'm pulling up right now his handy dandy IG page. It is at Hammy3DPrints is his Instagram. He's got a ton of features, like if you have a gun wall, a gear wall, anything like that, he can literally 3D print you stuff out of his catalog or custom make you something like he did for us and the scope cap. So, and not only his Instagram page, but he's really easy to get a hold of on his website, Hammy3DPrints.com, printing solutions for firearm enthusiasts and their problems. So you guys can see here, you've got negligent discharge caps for your white lights, infrared setups, magazine holders, alignment tools for silencers, plugs for SB3 tactical. I mean, just the amount of gear and stuff that this guy makes for your everyday solutions is crazy. But this is the product that we're going to be diving into right now, the scope lens cover for optics with the optional kill flash. And it could not be any easier to use, guys. So there's two versions of this, and the one that I opted for is the one that you can see here on the 6ARC project. This is the one with the TIP. Make sure I say that correctly for you here. Yeah, the tip grip. And I want to say maybe that's because of the screw that's down here. And something that I like, attention to detail, and talking with Matthew about the scope caps for the channel. I had some weird scopes. I mean, this is a right-on 3x15x44, and something that I didn't realize is when he was getting me to measure for my scope caps is, even though this is a 44mm objective lens, when you actually put calipers on it, the outside diameter of the bell will be a little bit different, which that blew my mind. But yeah, it makes sense because the lens is not the outer diameter of the actual optical objective lens, not optical, but it is bigger, so that makes a huge difference. But that just goes to show you the amount of detail that Matthew puts in his products. His product line is 3D prints. They are all fabulous, man. He's got two different versions of filament. This is the type of filament that you can order that gives you the more higher temp capacity. I'm here in the South. I'm in Georgia. It gets hot, especially when we go out to the range, put this thing in the car, traveling, whatever you're doing, situation-wise. This 3D filament will withstand to the higher temperatures, climate-wise, wherever you're at. There's another version that is not so high temp. Get that if you don't care. If you live like in North Dakota or something, don't get too hot. If you're in the South like me, go ahead and splurge for the nicer filament. This is the Cody Brown color. And the whole purpose of this video is to show you just how easy it is to take those basic, from the early 1990s scope caps that have been around forever and actually improve on them and make a better solution to better seal up and protect your expensive optics. Let's put it, the glass on your gun. The rule of thumb that I always told is you spend twice as much on the glass as you do the gun. That may not always be the case, but this thing will flip up and go out of the way just like this. You'll see it here as I install it. Bungee cord, and just like that, you're off to the races and have scope caps that are not going to be getting in the way of anything. So you can see my lens there. Look how sick these look too, by the way. If you just want to be the guy with the coolest shit at the range, hit up Hammy, man. He can actually 3D print you one, and they seal up so nice. That is so satisfying. And man, dude, just having these on the gun is such a huge thing. I love the design. So the design you can see here and you saw online is it has an outer band of 3D print that goes about an inch inboard on the objective lens and the ocular lens. And it goes together, and I love this, man. I saw on your website that it shows a Phillips head screw. I was kind of worried about that, but the pair that I was sent has an actual Torx head screw. I love that because my Torx bit fit perfect. I think it's like a 2.5 millimeter or whatever. You guys will figure it out. But this thing cinches down. You don't have to tighten the crap out of this. You just, snug it up. These things are literally custom made. So if you don't have the exact scope that's on his website, his drop-down menu there, go ahead and shoot him a message, an email. I'm going to show you guys right here. There it is. Matthew Hammy. There's his IG. There's his website. What a great guy. And without further ado, let's go ahead and show you guys exactly how we did install these and how quickly you can do them on your own projects at home. So without any experience, I mounted two up here. You can see on the 6.5 Creedmoor back here, the big 50 mil objective Burris. I mean, just phenomenal fitment. Now, it will definitely work with you. If you guys notice, say, hey, I got shipped a scope cap. It was a little bit off, a little bit shaky, whatever. He will redo the measurements and send you a fresh print out to your door. So let's dive into how we put these on and show you just how easy it is to install these 3D printed flip-up scope caps by Hammy. Let's go. All right, guys, so let's dive right into the install of these. You'll see here we took the tip mount right out of the package there, and it was so cool that he used a Torx bit screw for this. Went ahead and loosened that, not all the way to where it would fall out, but just enough where I could get a little bit more, it to be a little bit open more, just a little bit, so I could slide that over the objective lens. Now, this is the Burris setup on the 6.5 Creedmoor. Now, you guys have seen hundreds of times on the channel, but right here, I'm using the recommendation to set this tip mount about an inch inward from where the actual end of the scope is, no matter which end you're working on. So taking some handy dandy calipers there from Harbor Freight and measuring out 1 inch away from the objective lens. I'm going to go ahead and take out the bungee that is already included in the package, and we're going to go ahead and tie our first knot. So you can tie this knot really tight. It'll recess itself inside that little hole that he has for the cap, or you can do a loose knot, I guess, and make it a little bit bigger. Kind of use your preference there. Going to go ahead and cut those off with a pair of really sharp scissors or knife. You want a really clean, really smooth cut here. You are going to go ahead and burn the end to keep it from fraying. But you're going to go ahead and grab the lighter, steal that from the wife's candle collection, and try to survive that, and go ahead and burn the end of that bungee. Give it a little blow, and you'll be good to go, as they say. Whew, this flu is kicking my ass. So we're going to go back to the cap. We're going to thread the end that does not have a knot through the cap, and then the tip mount adapter that is going to help you retain that bungee. And they also have a Hammy also has a Ranger Band version as well, but we opted for the tip mount. I just think it's superior. If you're going to spend the money and have them made anyway, might as well give them the right way. But if you like the Ranger Band, go for it. You may have Ranger Bands at home as well. So we're going to slide that tip adapter on in there about an inch away from the objective, and this is on the back end of the 6.5 Creedmoor. Now, this is where my OCD really kicks in. I do have to say that I like to index where that screw meets at the bottom, just the center line of the rifle. It just helps me sleep at night, guys, when I get that stuff aligned perfectly. But I put the screw end on the right side of the gun. Now, I guess you could flip that around if you wanted to. In the pictures that I saw on Hammy's website, it was on the right side. Taking just a smaller screwdriver. Again, you don't want to torque this down crazy. This is just 3D printed material and a Torx bit screw and nut, so that you don't want to go hammy on this. You just want to go, just snug it up. Just snug it up a little bit, and you're good to go. So no ugga-duggas there. Going to go ahead and thread the bungee and up under the scope. So as pictured on the website, you're going to make a U shape with the bungee up under itself and then back through the other hole. So as you see here, bungee through, under the scope, back out the other side. Make sure you take up all that slack so it'll be easier to find the true definition of how tight you want these. Now, you can go crazy tight on them. I would suggest somewhere in the middle. After playing with these a little bit, you don't want to go crazy. Now, you can make a knot and I guess back out before you go ahead and finalize and cut this. So I definitely suggest playing with it a little bit after you make a knot to see if they truly are, because you want them tight enough to where they will hold slack when they are in the up and stowed position, but then you do want that tension back on them to seal up the scope. And not, you don't want the point is you don't want to have these rattle around on you. So you want these tight, good fit, snug them up. Bungee, you're probably better off having a little bit tighter. Now, again, a really nice pair of sharp kitchen scissors is what I use. You could use a knife. I'd highly recommend scissors because it gives you just so much better, a cleaner cut there. Going to go ahead and chop that off there. Keep that excess for maybe later or maybe a reference if you need some more bungee down the road. You want to take that lighter and, again, go ahead and clean up those frays. And would you freaking look at that? We're done. So after doing 4 of these in a row, you get really good at it. I was finding that I was doing these so much quicker. But you can see there, I'm flipping the scope caps up. They are going to be stowed perfectly, very tight and nice and out of the way. They do clear the entire lens, whether it's the objective or the ocular, so you're not having any kind of object in the way. They don't hinder you looking out the scope at all. And they give you that nice, clean, tactical look of some way more expensive options, but why not go and support a guy that is here, made in America, doing his own business, and Hammy3DPrints, man. I mean, I am blown away by the quality, the way he printed them, the way he got the measurements from me just through Instagram DMs and walked me through the whole process. What a great guy, man. That's exactly the kind of business I want to support, is the guy that's there doing it. You can reach out and talk to the owner personally. So that is the 6-arc. Again, just showing you just how easy it is to sure up. Now, this is the ocular lens as well on the 6-arc project. Coyote brown just matches that B5 furniture very, very nicely. So if you guys are wondering, that is the B5 Coyote matched with the brown earth, the Coyote print material that Hammy offers on the website. Again, just cleaning up that knot. I did find that the knot, when I made it a little bit tighter, as I mentioned earlier, it did recess a little bit inside of that hole, which is kind of cool. It gives a little bit more OEM look. But my overall thoughts after installing these is I just need to get these on every piece of glass that I have. I just think they clean up the build. They are the cherry on top, and you won't be disappointed. There you have it, guys. We wrapped up another install video, and I was super happy that Matthew wanted to team up with my page and channel to represent his company, his product, his ingenuity, and this is just the tip of the iceberg of what he offers. So if you guys want to go check out his other projects, if you've got a gun safe like most of us have, if you have a gun storage closet, anything that holds magazines, rifle accessories, suppressors, scope caps, flip-up scope caps, if you would like to add a kill flash to this as well, he has a full-blown website with a ton of products and ideas for your storage and accessory solutions. So go hit him up, tell him you saw the video, and if you guys bought a set of scope caps because of this video, let him know as well. It helps me out. Like I said, I love exchanging products for reviews, full transparency, but there was no money exchange. Like I said, I just love supporting local USA businesses, and the fact that you can, like I said, reach out to him directly and customize your own project is the coolest thing ever, guys. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Go check it out. Matthew, Hammy3DPrints.com. Get you something ordered. Tell him Mojo sent you. And as always, guys, we will catch you on the next one. That's a wrap.